Hi everyone, Wismeril here. Today I'm super excited to reveal the leak that happened on the first expansion for Diablo 4. Super hyped with the information that I found, and I'm going to summarize the most reliable sources of information that I was able to get, and I'm going to walk you through all the information that is known so far. Alright, let's get started. Something big is brewing at Blizzard for Diablo 4, and it may just be the game's first expansion. The developer recently uploaded version 2.0 to a private test branch, which has since been data mined to reveal a lot of juicy details. Diablo 4's current version number is 1.0, with every new patch pushing it towards 2.0. This suggests that major build numbers will be tied to new expansions, which lends this particular leak some context. What was actually discovered is the main reason why people are excited, of course. The build includes several references to the first expansion, which is said to be called Lord of Hatred. Now, I did find different names for this first expansion. The one I like most is Lord of Hatred, of course, because it suggests Mephisto and everything, that's in this flavor. But I have other names that I found here and there that I'm going to walk through. As the name suggests, Mephisto will be the villain on this one, which lines up with how the main story of Diablo 4 ended. The expansion will reportedly add a new region to the game, Diablo 2's Kurast, which is about the same size as the game's existing regions. This is super cool because the outer world in Diablo 4 Vanilla, what we have at the moment, it's quite big. I'm very satisfied with the size of this of the regions, and the fact that this expansion is going to double up is very good news. I really like what's in the outside world, really like what they did with Season 2. We now have a valid reason to venture into the outside world and to farm it. We are not stuck into a nightmare dungeon for the rest of our existence, so that's pretty cool. Of course, we still need Endgame, true Endgame, but wait, there's something here. I think you're gonna like it. Anyway, let's keep going. The data mine also reveals a new class dubbed Spiritborn, which appears to be a nature-based glaive-wielding class. So by the name, two things. Like, first, I'm shocked. I was expecting the Holy class to be the first additional class they would release in Diablo 4. Like, name it the Paladin or the Croisé, the same that we had in Diablo 3. I'm very surprised that they didn't go in that direction. Especially, there were a few pictures that were revealed before and during the release of Diablo 4, which was showing a Holy class. And that's not the case. There's no Crusader, there's no Paladin. We are going with the Spiritborn, which seems like a monk, but is not exactly a monk. Okay, let's read through. The first expansion is seemingly also adding a mercenary system that will allow players to hire and level up companions similar to Diablo 3. This is great news. I really liked what they done with the mercenary system in Diablo 3. In the end, like season 27, 28 or something like that, or maybe 17, I'm not sure, it's been a long time ago, where you were able to customize and level up your mercenaries to do something. Like, you would equip them with legendary powers that would act as if it was equipped on you. And I found that pretty cool. I hope they can do a lot more than this in Diablo 4. Pretty hyped with the mercenary system. Another rumored addition to the game would be the first raid, which is Karza-based Tomb of Akarat with 5 wings to fight through. This is great news. A raid is, in my book, Endgame. Like, we need plenty of Endgame, don't get me wrong. That's what's lacking at the moment, and they really have to hurry up to deliver those things. And raid, if it's hard enough, if it gives you a valid reason to min-max your character, then in my book, that's Endgame, because you'd have to team up with, I'm not sure if it's going to be just a party of 4, or if it can be like, I don't know, 50 players going into a huge dungeon. That would be awesome. And, that would fill the emptiness of the endgame at the moment. So pretty hyped for that also. A more detailed leaked post on MMO Champion has even more details. I read that after. About the new class as well as potential name of Season 3. So Dreamscape, I've seen many things. Dreamscape, Lord of Hatred, and Nahantu. So not too sure which one is gonna be. The timing of all this, of course, is pretty interesting. BlizzCon officially returns as an in-person event next weekend. Blizzard said in previous Diablo 4 live streams that you can expect the studio to talk about some of what's coming to the game down the line at BlizzCon. Yeah, they always do that. They use those major events to make their announcements, to make sure that everyone's aware of that, and every single content creator will, broadcast those news to their audience. So yeah, I'm totally expecting them to release the new class, the expansion. Some of the content creators will be playing the new extensions, I bet on that. And maybe they're going to reveal something or say some words about the cow level. I'm pretty sure we can expect those three. Now, this could be touching on high-level details about the next major patch, but we may get a teaser. Yeah, I expect them to release a teaser, a video, showing the new expansion. Or some sort of official announcement about the game's first expansion. Blizzard likes to make big announcements at major events. Earlier than anyone could have anticipated, the developer unveiled Season of Blood just as Diablo 4 was deep into its first season. Well, that's for a different reason. That's because Season 1 sucked hard. So that they were droning and they had to do something, and a few weeks after Season 1, they're like, okay, you know what, scrap that. Just look at the bright future. We have Season 2, Season of Blood. This one's gonna be cool. And they were right, it is cool. I like the season. We just need some endgame content. We'll get it. Don't lose hope, guys. We're gonna get it. It's just a matter of time, a matter of season. Nowadays, games launch is unfinished. They launch in a good enough state. I hate that. Don't get me wrong. I hate that. But that's what's happening even for AAA studios. So they launch a game and it's finalized during the 6 to 12 months after the release. Many studios do that. I hate that, but that's what they do. So after 6 months to a year from its release, you can expect the game to fill the gaps that are currently missing, endgame and a lot of things, to be honest, anyway. Blizzard already said it plans to release a new Diablo 4 expansion every year. Yeah, they want to milk us every year. Not too sure about the pricing scheme of that thing. I'm just excited about the new content. I leave the pricing discussions away, but I'm excited for the new content. Considering the game launched in June this year, the release of the first expansion should be right around the end of Season 3, if the current cadence continues, which means April to May. New expansion, this one, so that's another article, another newsfeed. New expansion Nahantu. So that's the third name I've came across. This vast land, similar in size to the other 5 zones, is teeming with untamed wilderness and ancient secrets waiting to be discovered. Nahantu is a land of contrasts, from the restless canopy's verdant foliage to the barren expanse of the Teganze Plateau. The Teganze Plateau is the land of the witch doctors, I believe. In Diablo 3, I remember the witch doctor talking about the Teganze. So, and it makes sense because the current place where Diablo 4 is occurring, the northern part of that island, big island, like continent, the southern part encompasses the witch doctor lands. So, makes sense that would cross those lands in this first extension. It is home to the Field of Giants, a place of lingering hatred and the dark depth of the Kurast sewers. Kurast is a city, I believe, linked with the Crusader lands. I'm not too sure about that one. Each location presents unique challenges and opportunities for the Spiritborn, whose connection with nature will be tested like never before. The zone comes with new quests that will take players on a journey through Nahantu's many dungeons, from the eerie Forge of Malice and Sleepless Hollow to the haunting Forgotten Remains and Ruined Wild. Each dungeon holds dangers and treasures in equal measure. The campaign will lead players through the Durance of Hate, not sure what that means, well, I'm not a native English speaker, to the gates of the necropolis, into the ethereal spirit realm, and finally to the Five Hills, the tomb of Akarat. Each step of this journey will reveal more about Nahantu's history and its connection to the Spiritborn. The pinnacle of Nahantu's challenges is a new raid centered around Khazra. With 5 wings to conquer, this raid will push even the most seasoned adventurers to their limits. Yes, that's what I want to read. Make it hard, make it difficult content. I don't want a game that's too easy, so this is definitely going the right direction. Pretty hyped. So we'll be crossing the Witch Doctor lands, and we'll be crossing the Crusader land also. So that's pretty cool. I like how they did the existing 5 regions and adding maybe 5 more, I'm not too sure, but something of the same size, and where we'll be crossing the... Wait a moment. Could this new class be some kind of a witch doctor? Well, not really, because of the weapon it's wielding. But okay, I'm not too sure. We'll see, but pretty hyped about what I've seen so far. Let's read about the new class. Spiritborn, yeah, it uses glaives, so Witch Doctor don't really use that. The release of the Spiritborn class opens up a whole new way to experience Diablo 4. Their unique abilities and playstyle offer fresh strategies for tackling Nahantu's challenges. Whether you're navigating through the Restless Canopy or battling in the depth of Kurast sewers, playing as a Spiritborn in Nahantu promises an adventure like no other. The Spiritborn, a class deeply rooted in the elements of nature and the spiritual realm, they are the children of the wild, born from the spirits of the plains, sky, soil, and forests. Plains, sky, soil, and forests. Okay. Their souls are oh my goodness, is that an English word? Twinned with the world around them, drawing strength from the very essence of life and nature. Their weapon of choice is the glaive. So they are melee characters. I don't like that. I'm more of a ranged spellcaster. Okay, I'll play the new class anyway, but okay. A symbol of their connection to both the physical and spiritual realms. The glaive is more than just a weapon to a Spiritborn. It is an extension of their spirit, a conduit through which they channel their power. I like the second part better. Sounds like a spellcaster to me. So maybe it's like a dual class, just like, you know, the rogue, you can play it melee or you can play it at range. So I hope it's like 50-50, not like 80% melee build, viable builds and 20% ranged builds. We'll just see. The Spiritborn's power comes from 2 resources. Oh, are we seeing the return of a dual mana bar, dual resource bar, just like the Demon Hunter in Diablo 3? 2 resources, Vigor and Allegiance. Sounds like it. Vigor represents their physical vitality and endurance, gained from their bond with the earth and sky. It fuels their physical abilities and allows them to perform feats of agility and strength beyond normal capabilities. So those are your melee skills and melee attacks, I would guess. Allegiance, on the other hand, represents their spiritual connection to nature and its creatures. It is through allegiance they can call upon the spirits of nature for aid, summoning ethereal allies or invoking powerful elemental spells. Okay, a minion class. The Spiritborn are not merely fighters, they are guardians of balance. That's what reminds me of the monk. They stand on the boundary between the physical world and the spiritual realm, ensuring harmony between the two. Their mission is not just to defeat their enemies, but to preserve the natural order of things. Balance in everything, right? In battle, a spirit born is a sight to behold. They move with the grace of the wind, their glaives dancing like leaves in a storm. Their attacks are fluid and relentless, like a river carving its path through stone. And when they call upon their spiritual powers, the air around them crackles with raw elemental energy. Yes, give me a spellcaster, or at least like maybe 1/3 of a spellcaster, 1/3 of a melee, 1/3 of a monk playstyle. Yeah, come on, give me some spells to cast. Whether you're drawn to their unique blend of physical prowess and spiritual power of their noble mission to preserve balance in the world, playing as a spirit born offers a truly unique experience in Sanctuary. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It will all be revealed during BlizzCon. You're going to see your top content creators playing this new class, I'm pretty sure, and playing in the new open world. I'm betting we're going to see that during BlizzCon. Okay, and then for the mercenaries over here, so the new, we have a lot more than we used to have. In Diablo 3, there were only 3 mercenaries. So now we have the Berserker Crone, so a kind of barbarian, I would say. The Bounty Hunter, a kind of, not rogue, but like demon hunter or, you know, like ranged character with a bow, most likely, or something like that, crossbow. The Cursed Child, okay, all right. The Maiden, wait a moment, that's not a human. Unless I'm wrong, I'm not a native English speaker. Let me know in the comment what Maiden means to you, but to me it's like an unnatural creature, right? It's not human. The Mongrel, this one's not a human too. It's an animal, right? Scholar, okay, I get that. Would be a disciple, like a scholar of a school, academy or something. And the shield bearer. Okay, so you get your you get your bearer of a shield that's taller than him, and that's taller than you and him combined. I like that. A meat shield. Cool, I like that. Mercenaries, new class, the new open world, the raids, come on, make it good endgame, Blizzard, come on. And the new campaign, I really hope it's as long as the campaign in Diablo 4. The campaign in Diablo 4 is pretty good in my opinion. I hope they make something as long and as good. That's cool, that's pretty cool. And yeah, here are a few things. So stash size, they could increase, please, I hope you have reworked this spaghetti code which makes us load everyone else's inventory and stash everyone we encounter. Player, like what the hell? Please remove that. And yeah, you can start tripling the stash size when we don't have to CD load all those things. Anyway, life quest, yeah, I expect those to happen. And 5 heals, the new raid. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then it would make sense to be in a clan. It would make sense to have friends playing alongside with you. Man, I love those changes. That's pretty cool. Let me know in the comments, first explain to my silly brain what those English terms I don't understand mean. Please enlighten me. And let me know what you think about that. The new class, how do you see it behaving? Is it like 50-50 something or 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 something else? Let me know your opinion. Anytime I will encounter some news about the new expansion, I will put it in a playlist that I'm going to create with this video being the first. So I'll keep an eye out. Keep an eye out too for videos on my channel in this playlist if you're interested to know more about this new expansion. Gotta be great. I love that. I'm pretty hyped for what I've been seeing so far. Can't wait to see what they have in store during BlizzCon. Anyway, this was Wismeril signing off. You guys have a great weekend and I'll see you in the next video.